Hi friends, and welcome to Decorate Your Life. This is part 5 and my last installment on my mini album tutorial from start to finish. Now, I know that a lot of you have been waiting for this last part to my mini album tutorial, and I do want to apologize for taking so long to do this, to complete this album, simply because my craft room is so unbearably hot this summer, and if and when I do projects for design teams and whatnot, I have to load everything out to the dining room, and when I'm done I have to bring everything back to my craft room again. So this project kind of sort of took a backseat to everything else that was going on this summer, so I sincerely apologize for that. Okay friends, so here is the completed mini album, and I'm not going to do a flip through right now. Like I stated in one of my last videos, I will be doing a flip through when I announce the winner of this mini album. I am giving it away, and this will go to one lucky subscriber. And I just want to point something out to you over here. I don't know why, but I always have the most difficult time doing enclosures or closing up a latch or whatever with a mini album. So I did my best, but it didn't work out. Okay, so I am just leaving it as is. And many of you are paper crafters, many of you are more experienced than I am, and so whoever wins this, I am leaving it up to you. See, this is what the back looks like. I had something going here, but I just had to cut it off, but it really doesn't look half bad. So I'm leaving it up to you to do whatever type of enclosure that you want, and or you can just display it as is. It is very beautiful, I think. And so yeah, now I will, if you're interested to see how the entire process to this mini album was, I will go ahead and link you to those videos right there, and also in my description area below. Now, before we get to the final installment on our mini album tutorial, I want to go ahead and say welcome to all of my new subscribers, and hi to all the existing ones, and thank you so very much for sticking by me. Now, I do have some rules for this mini album. And before I state my rules, I do want to get this out there. There's always one or two viewers who complain to me and simply put that I am so terribly unfair in my giveaways. Okay, whenever I ask y'all to do a video response, I'm called unfair. Well, in my world, you don't get something for nothing, simply put. Okay, and I'm not saying anything bad about anybody here. I'm just saying that I believe that I am more than fair in my giveaways. I never tell anyone that you have to be a consistent follower or a consistent viewer, always leave comments in my videos. I don't do any of that. As y'all very well know, some brand spanking new subscribers have won some really great giveaways in my channel. So I don't think I'm unfair at all. And if I ask you to make a video response for this giveaway, please keep in mind that a lot of my time went into this, okay? That's time away from work, time away from my family. A lot of my time went into this, and a lot of materials that I bought with my own money went into the making of this mini album. And there's a lot of die cutting with branded dies, that many of which I bought with my own money, went into the making of this mini album. So when I ask you to do a I can't talk. So when I ask you to do a video response to be entered into this giveaway, I think that I am being more than fair. Okay, like I said, you don't get something for nothing. Not in my world. At least I've never gotten anything for doing absolutely nothing but sitting on my hands. No. Everything that I have earned. So, yeah. Now, for the rules to win this mini album, if you so choose to enter this giveaway, first of all, this is for US only, and the reason why it's US only, it's because it's so chunky, it's so big that it's probably, oh gosh, the fees and taxes and shipping costs to send something overseas from the USA are so astronomical that it's really not worth for me to send anything out there. So for this time, and I do hold frequent giveaways that also involve my international viewers, but unfortunately for this time, because it's such a big physical product, I am keeping it to the US only. Now, you have to be 18 years or older to enter in my giveaways, and you have to be a visible subscriber. Okay, if I can't see, when I go to your YouTube page and I go take a look at the subscribers, and if I'm not there or your subscriber is set to private, I'm sorry, but you know, I have to just bypass you. Okay, and you have to make a VR for this to enter into this mini album. I can't talk today. I guess I'm nervous or something. You have to make a video response to be entered to win, for a chance to win this mini album. Okay, and when you make your video response, go ahead and link your video to this video right here. That way, if you get any people, new subscribers coming over to my channel, and please remember to tell your people that if they are subscribing to my channel, to make sure that you sent them, okay? Because for every person that subscribes to my channel that comments on this video and says that, you know, so-and-so sent me, you will get an additional 2 entries. So 1 entry for the video response and 2 entries for each additional subscriber that you bring to me. And that's about it. It's as easy as that. And I will be declaring a winner to this mini album a week from today. And yeah, just after you make your video response, please come back to this video and post your link to your video response so that I can go take a look and I can mark it off in my notebook. And yeah. And so that is all. If you're interested in winning this mini album, go right ahead and do those things, and enjoy the rest of the video. So on part 4 of my mini album tutorial from start to finish, we left off right about here. We were facing a horizontal waterfall, and well, no, is that horizontal or vertical? No, yeah, that's vertical. I don't know where my head is today. We were facing a vertical waterfall, and yeah, it was just the cardstock, so off camera I decided to just adhere the pages. I don't think y'all needed to see me cut and paste, so I did just that. Now right here I'm showing you the Ornate Borders and Pockets dies by Heartfelt Creations. And these dies we'll be using on the top page of our vertical waterfall. It's going to come out real pretty, and we're also going to use one of the ephemera cards right at the center so as to give it a title of sorts. So I will be speeding up the video right about now, otherwise it will take forever to view this video, and I will stop and pause and put it back to regular mode when I need to let y'all know about something. So what we're going to do on this last page of our mini album is we are going to cut down some scrapbook paper, cut it down a size and adhere it. But before we do that, we are going to apply some magnets so that the flaps will close nicely. And I also decided to make some pockets. Well, not really pockets, but I'm going to be using some Spellbinders dies to make some belly bands for the outer parts of our flaps. Okay, so what you saw me do in the previous clip, I like to test my magnets first as far as the strength. What I was doing was I was testing to see how many papers I could put in between the magnets until it lost its strength. But apparently these are very strong magnets, so they were able to hold their strength. That is what I was testing. And also what you saw me write on top of each magnet was the letter T. That way I can tell, you know how when you separate the magnets sometimes you get them confused as to which one is the north and which one is the south. So what I do is I just write a T on the top as they're coming off of their case so that I can always keep them facing the right way. So in order to add the magnets, and this is what I've learned from other scrapbookers, is you go ahead and you dab a little bit of glue on the securing magnet, and then you put it down on your cardstock. That way when you lift, there's a little spot on your cardstock, and that is where you're going to be gluing your securing magnet. In other words, your magnet that clips, that, how would I put it, that adheres to the other magnet on your mini album. I hope that made sense. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting here putting my hands up to my head. I'm hoping that I'm not making a big mess out of this tutorial. But anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and try to explain things as I go along. But yeah, that is how I learned to do the magnets, and I always like to add some double-sided tape to them. Just for safety measures to ensure that the magnets stay put. So that's pretty much it. That's the entire process for this mini album tutorial, and what I'm going to be working on now is the front cover. Now remember, keep in mind, I am not a pro when it comes to enclosures for mini albums. I did my best, but it's just going to have to stay the way it is. So I'm showing you here the Love Clippings collection. It's a 12 by 12 collection that I used in the making of this mini album, and as you can see, I have used each and every single page. Yes, I pretty much killed this kit except for the stickers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the scraps from the collection, and I am going to add a sticker on it and adhere it to this really pretty frame that I got at my local scrapbook store, and I am going to put that right at the top of our mini album. It's going to look so pretty. Now, I chose to go bare or natural on this frame because there's something about it. It's kind of like a rustic color, but then again it isn't, and because this mini album is not necessarily shabby chic, it's not necessarily vintage, it's kind of like a shabby vintage type of thing, and I think that the frame in its natural state is going to look absolutely fantastic on this. So whoever wins this mini album, I hope that you have enjoyed my process, and I hope that you love it just as much as I have enjoyed and loved making this for you. And yeah, go ahead and include the link to your VR in the description area below if you wish to be entered for this mini album, and I will see y'all again real soon. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.